Welcome back. Let's resume. So we just landed. Let's go pick up a goodie. It's just more stuff, but important nonetheless. And let's get. So here's our mission. They're just telling us to attack it, which we shall do. So let's do that and say attack outpost. So it's going to take them 4 hours. They're making camp or breaking camp. They'll come across and then take this, and it'll look just like it did over here. Except this is a much bigger island, of course. We have to pacify 6 sectors. It says we pacified 3, which I don't understand. I mean, this is just, I guess that's 1, 2, 3. Wow, I guess that's true. 1, 2, 3 on the island. But these ones are huge compared to that. Oh, I gotta hit the spacebar to unpause. And then what you want to do is you want to go to these watchtowers, and then more goodies will appear on the map. Like that. And there we go. So you can see, they gave us a -1, -1. So now we gotta pick somebody. Again, the casualty survival rate would be good with this one. We already got a lot of experience. What I find interesting is the logistics is actually the most interesting. Because look, if we get the logistics high enough, we get a legendary loot reward. You see that? And right now we've been unlocking the common loot reward, but we can get up to legendary if we can get that sucker up to 10. I don't know how to pull that off, but having 3 of these is one of the ways, right? Of course I could do this, right? Or that. And, you know, this gives us extra resources like we noted before. His insubordination came down a little bit. Not a whole lot. Just a little. It's that's the problem. I'm going to go ahead and do Lucius again. I think this is a very interesting strategy to try to keep unlocking those loot crates. Oh.
How do you wish to deploy?
Alright, so we need at least a catapult, and we're not going to get it. So we can do a weak center, which will reduce our manpower by 50. And what that does is it's like a one-time hit. We just take a 50 just comes off. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do it though, because that goes up.
Alicite hostes in informata mamitiam accio.
I mean, they're going to lose 48, and we're only losing 26. But we did take an initial, just a one-time loss of 50. Alright, so now they do this.
Our ranks have reached the enemy lines.
And they caused our wheel to go down. This is an interesting one. We could get our wheel to go up by 2, but then our infantry goes down, and that will give us a loot reward, a common. So will this. But we don't lose, never mind. This one causes us to have missing legionary. Even though we fix this negative number, it creates another negative number. So I think I like this one the most. Yeah, we'll go ahead and spread out. Okay. They're really making this go negative. I don't think there's any way I'm going to get this to 10. So we unlocked our loot crate, so I don't need to keep, just choosing wheels. That one would make the negative go really bad. We should probably try to start getting some of this back. So that's probably the best one. So let's do that one.
Contendite vestra sponte!
If it's okay with you, I'm going to hit proceed here. And it just goes through a little quicker. Alright, so they brought us all the way back to 0, but we won.
The enemy is routed!
And so I'm still looking at the negative morale, and so I'm going to try to increase our morale again with this one. Hit confirm.
Finite milites exultare!
And then proceed. See, they do get experience points. Like, this guy's skill went up. I don't know what's causing his skill to go up and these two didn't, but his skill did go up even though he was the overall general. And then, of course, his went up more. But I like that idea of focusing on these so I can get 3, because unlocking loot crates is the bomb. Alright, so it's explaining we have to pacify a region. And we have to do a pacification mission. So basically, our legion is here, and if we wanted to like take this tannery, we could dispatch the legion. However, the legion's not available because we have to pacify the region. So they control the city, but we have to come talk to him to get our pacification mission. I'm going to go pick up this goodie, and then we'll come back and talk to him. There you can see their armies retreating. Got ourselves a nice pristine dagger. Then come back to here. This is a... Alright, so this one is... I've seen this event before. So we found some baby boars. If we wait for the mature ones to return, we're going to get a few injuries. But we get rations. We're at 247. I feel like we're okay. I'm just going to hunt the younglings and be on with it. Alright, here we go. There's going to be a lot to do, because now we finally get to hire our Praetorians. I promise. Let's see what the shop says. It's still the same. That's interesting. I've never seen it stay that way for so long.
Awe, Legate. If you have although our legion is quite new, they're already demonstrating superior discipline and devotion. Unfortunately, no matter how successful a military engagement is, sometimes the pacification of a region demands your personal attention. It is enough to take control, but not enough to keep it. Pockets of resistance will always remain, and voices of dissent will be raised now and then. It is courage, in my view. I would do the same if my own home were ever subjugated to another nation. With all due respect, I'm not in charge of Legio Victrix. You remember, Legate. Until we take care of any such disturbances, we won't be able to control any territory we have captured. Left unextinguished, the embers of rebellion can turn into a roaring inferno. Our dominance on land depends partly on our dominance of the seas, Legate. Unfortunately, we have discovered the Greeks are building a new navy somewhere. They seem to be adept at this kind of clandestine operation. Besides, this is their land. They know the landscape inside out. We can intercept their lumber shipment and kill everyone. That should slow them down. Enough for us to actually find their shipyards. Our way, Legate.
Okay, you can give a report, like
Morale
morale's
has been better.
low.
Many Legionari seem disillusioned by the progress of the war. But the situation is far from unsalvageable. I believe a few victories is all the men need
then the
to rally
manpower.
around your command. We're not at full strength.
I'm just
But
skipping.
worse, the men we do have are not very experienced. I should also note that we have quite a lot of people injured from the recent fighting.
So the people trickle in at a certain rate, and you can see a lot of that through the outpost management. So first of all, we have tons of party stuff, right, to deal with. We got awesome equipment to equip. We'll take care of that in a second. The other part of it is we have multiple quests now to deal with. But the pacification one is our top priority because we need to unlock our legionary to be able to move around the land. And then the outpost management, we could assign Bestia here to get some recruiting action going. We're up to level 3 now, so he'll make sure that level 3s get recruited. And here's the other thing. When we do the pacification missions, I don't know why, but we don't lead it ourselves, if I remember correctly. Only one of these guys are allowed to lead it. And then the people that we're going to hire right now have to be the rest of the party. So I can't have these 4 folks on that mission together. There's a particular mission where this happens again and again, and I think it's the pacification one. So I can only send one of these to lead the pacification thing, and then these new people we're going to hire have to go with them. But then on other missions, I can bring all of these, my best friends, with me. And here you can see she went up to loyal. So, and he's up to unwavering. He was loyal just earlier. So they're improving, which is good. That's what we want. So I am going to put Bestia on this, and in 35 hours, going to recruit some new people. Because right now I have to go recruit, and that's the, we're going to walk over here to recruit, and that's one of our missions. We have to recruit 3 Praetorian Guard. We're going to recruit as many as we can. But we're very limited on like what's available.
Showing off will only get you killed.
Okay, let's get into it. It should look familiar. It's the same people that we left behind before, and now we get to recruit them for their skills, and they can actually join us in battle. So here's the 4 that are running the Legion, and then we get to hire 8 over here. So the mission we currently have is we must hire at least 3, and then I have Bestia doing recruitment, which is going to add more to the available pool. And I guess, long story short, I don't need to hire 8 people per se, but we are going to at least hire 3, and I think we want to hire at least, because like I can hire a recruiter, so that person's doing the recruiting job instead of Bestia, right? I thought we had one lined up for this. This guy is perfect for a building that we're going to build soon, but I don't have it built yet. You can see when he's assigned to your tent, and then 20% when assigned to your tent. So this guy, we're going to definitely hire him. But he's largely going to be for tent purposes. And then this one, same deal. When they're assigned to a workshop, I'm getting a little ahead of myself because we don't have the workshop and all that stuff built, but we will soon. So this guy is one that we would hire for the same kind of purpose. So we have 2 people in here, but they're not the kind that we want to actually take with us into battle. Alright, so now let's talk about battle. This was one because we said we wanted another heavy. And it's a Vanguard, which I never played a Vanguard before. This gives extra shield strength. It's an interesting one. I think I would prefer Defender, but I'm okay with it though. So we're definitely hiring him. So there's a heavy. We should probably hire another medic in case our first medic gets injured. So it looks like we have a hesitant one who's a destroyer like us, or disgruntled guy who's also a destroyer. But And then that's the only two choices. And then we have two archers. So really, we don't have a lot of choices. I've never played Hunter. I don't like the versatile skill. I also don't like the fact that they split their skills. Another marksman never hurts. We're going to go ahead and do that one. And I think we're going to wait and not hire any of these other guys. See what else we get when we finish our recruiting. So here you can see we got 4 of the 8. Which means that these guys are probably going to go into battle with me, but that's fine. We don't have buildings for them to work in yet anyways. And the quest should be completed. So we have to find this Troas. I know where it is. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon. We got to visit the ruler of Mysia at the Temple of Apollon. And then we have pacification quests that we need to do. We need to pacify 6 sectors. This, of course, is our priority. Once you understand the mission, it's fairly easy to do. We hired our 3 legionary, and now we need to go. Before we do, let's equip ourselves. And we have ourselves nice equipment. We need to start getting recipes. Those will start coming in. But let's start with armor. And starting with me, there's no improvements there. But we get to him, and there's 2. Strong helmet, regular. I will give him that one. And then... oh, he's not even wearing one. Then we have these guys, right? So we can start giving them stuff too. I want to... no, we got to worry about him. So this one for sure we want to equip. The Princeps we for sure want to equip. These 2 guys aren't as critical, but yeah, I'll go ahead and upgrade his armor. So nothing too exciting there. But I think the weapons, though, we have a lot of good options here. So we could use a sword, which I don't think is a good idea for us. But for him, it is fantastic. So we can give him Archelaus' sword. Has reduced piercing damage of 1, but extra slashing damage, which I think is okay. And then the skills, he's going to get Gouge. And then, of course, Slash, which he already has. So we give that to him, and that's a really nice upgrade. And then for me, there's a Pristine Spear, which we'll go ahead and take. Ooh, hold on. If we do, that actually changes our skills. What did we used to have? Uh-oh. I think we had that one. We had this one. See, this one does not have range. This like has too much range, right? This one doesn't have enough. But it does do allegedly more damage. Okay, keep going. This is the same dilemma. You know what? You got to give this one to Mysia. There we go. We get the 1-2 back. This one applying bleed is really good. Yeah, we want to apply bleed. But we have other guys that need weapons. So here's one, for example. So this is a Princeps that's not using a sword. I think we want to give him the sword that we just took away from Kaiso. And this one's using a sword, so he's dual wielding with a sword. Let's give it that. And that. Alright, so there we go. We got our merry band. Let's go destroy the lumber depot. Alright, so what we can see, the lumber depot is off map. So we gotta go that way. I don't know why the red lines aren't showing up. There should be red line right here because this is enemy territory up here. But maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe we do own all that land. So here we go. See, only one of your most trusted companions can do this. So I can't take Bestia in if I wanted to. It's either Julia, Cineros, or Queso. So now the interesting thing is he's the one that I usually send all the time. But this particular mission, archers are king. Archers are very, very good on this mission. So I'm going to have her lead this one. And then, of course, our other guys have to fill in the rest. And we only hired 4. So we don't even have a full party. And I cannot do that. So I needed to hire 1 more. I think we'll be fine. This is a pretty easy mission when you know what you're doing. The when you know what you're doing part is the key part. Okay, so there's some bad guys here to kill, and our principal, our heavy, is going to go that way. The archer needs to go here, along with. Do I want another archer there? No. We'll use our other archer on this side. And then these two. Thing is is 2 enough? There's an archer here and there's another guy there. I guess so. Yeah, it's enough. This is where I'm missing my guy. So here's what you need to do. You need to burn 12 lumber piles, and these are lumber piles. This is 3 of them right here. There's 3 more there. That's 6. Here's 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's lumber in quite a few spots. So you only have to get 12 of them. So let's start. First things first, the heavy charges. All the way up. He's got 5 armor. This guy is a beast. And then everybody else just goes behind the heavy. Maybe the archer stops so he can shoot. So we can shoot or we can do this. I will do that. Alright, then this one, it's a similar story. The archer's all the way up there, but we can come up and Take this guy out. Oh my gosh, I have 3 archers? I totally forgot about that. Oof. Okay, well. Three critical and bleeding. And of course we have her,
Oh,
which will do
angle.
that.
Oh, you see me?
They disappear now.
Like a shadow.
Lure them closer. I'll shoot as soon as I see them.
Stand your ground. Let them come
I forgot.
to us.
I don't have 2 shots with my, like I do with this person. And both of them are burning. Interesting. Alright, so the whole spot is burning, so we gotta get off that spot. If you hit Q, you can aid, which removes burning.
Come to my
You
aid,
can use
you
it on
useless
yourself.
mules.
But now you have no weapon in your hand. And same with her. You can use
Is
aid.
anyone gonna help me?
But they're in a pickle because both of them are going to attack again. This guy will do an overpower. Alright, get another action. He won't be in cover if you're behind him. Alright, he's as good as dead. Then we just want to move as close as we can to that campfire. These guys will wait. It's these two I'm worried about at the moment, but we'll go ahead and... There we go. Killed one of them.
Defensive formation. Slow and steady.
Alright, so this is clear. So what we want to do is we want to go up and pick up a torch. And then I'm going to... come around this way and throw that torch onto the wood down here. And this one's going to do the same, but is instead going to go this way. You can throw it to that wood right there. And then our archer will go ahead and pick up a torch. And then we have the fire arrow. I know that wasn't a torch, but it's just as good. That's why the archers on the mission is very good. She needs to help him out, so you hit Q, switch back. Action restored. Come over. Pick up a torch. The sad part is this is where we need to go, and he put freaking fire there. So I guess we can maybe get here, and then throw the torch, at least on these ones. And then this one was going to do the same thing. Pick up a torch, hit Q, This guy does not have a fire attack, but he does have a torch. Can he throw it? No. So he might have to come over here and get creative. Let's go over there and stop. End turn.
We are well protected here. Be ready.
Alright, we're gonna run all the way. Oh no. Everything's on fire. I don't need them down there. I'm a goober sometimes. Okay, this guy. There's oil jars. So come down. Pick up an oil jar. Come to this corner. Throw it right there. That spreads the fire. Also puts the guy on fire. We got another archer here. Come up to here. Fire arrow. And then this one. Fire arrow. This one. And then just get up here in case we start getting attacked.
You think you'll catch me? Think again. Watch carefully. We will wait here for the enemy to come. They're over there. Advance.
So you can see everything's burning. This guy's gonna pick up another oil. Come around. And this time, because he's burning, we're gonna spread it some more. And all those hidden guys can start burning too. Isn't that awesome? Pick up another oil jar. I can only use it once per turn, but we'll just go ahead and hit end turn. This guy doesn't need to do anything, so I'm going to come back up the hill. You don't need to go down and engage. You just got to wait for the wood to burn. That's all you have to do. And then from the top we can start to just pluck off the people that are standing in your range. Some of them are hiding behind things, so you can't really hit them. But this guy's not. And yeah, you just harass him. So that guy's burning. That guy's burning. He's coming up for us. Those hidden guys are
Formation.
trapped.
Slow and steady.
Romans need to be taught a lesson. Let us begin.
Alright, so this guy's coming up to kill us. But before we do anything, we're going to take one step. And this should get all those invisible guys. Well, they should be in that area, but maybe they're not. I could be mistaken. Then let's go over and kill this guy. This one here will probably come up the ladders at us. I'm going to go ahead and pick up another oil jar. And then I can run further away so he can't really get me. This one, I don't know if she can see. Yeah, so can't quite get the target, but we could do that.
I'm covering this area.
And this one can do similar, but you can see like the range is not quite as good. Oh, I forgot. I even have another one up here. Ooh, that one can hit him. Absolutely. Here's another dead one. And then we just hit and turn again. Look, that one dead.
Over there. Advance!
These two, she can heal people. There's another one dead. You can see the... And now they ran away because we burned all the wood. This mission is extremely tough if you go charging in. But yes, we did it. And, hit the left alt. Get some goodies. I don't know why that didn't get goodies, but... Alright, we got ourselves a nice dagger. So this is where I have to rotate the camera because... they're being jerks. Alright, look at all that. Woo! That was good. Then we're going to come down and loot some bodies. Oh, come on. There we go. For whatever reason, that was not working properly. I never had problems with looting bodies in my other playthrough. This one, it's like... Alright, so we looted 2 there. The one nice thing about killing the people, instead of just waiting for the wood to burn, is I did get to loot quite a few bodies, as you just saw. Here's another chest. If you'll notice, those chairs are not showing up as much. 2 more bodies over here. And 1 more there. Oh, come on. Why that all of a sudden works. I guess I have to rotate the camera sometimes. Okay, we got it all. The region is pacified. So it should show us at 4 out of 6 now. Which means we need to pacify at least 2 more regions to get to the 6th. Or sectors, I mean. And now they're telling us to do stuff. So, for whatever reason, that red line's back. I don't know why it disappeared last time. We're way back here. There's some goodies for us to get. But now our legion can start to, for example, go after the lumber mill. And there's their morale and all that jazz. And here's what we'll get. We'll get 1,200. That's what we're required to have. We'll get $100 and 10 slaves for doing this. So we're going to go ahead and dispatch the legion. And then... Oh, our goodie got picked up. And then we're going to go to this goodie. So you can see they're taking 4 more hours. Cool. Enemies on the move. So what this means is they're doing a counterattack. We leap upon you, so we knock an arrow and we shoot the messenger. So we know that they're attacking us, and they're going to attack Mysia, and we can send a service with a message to the nearest legion to build traps, or we can send one of our Praetorians. We don't have a lot of Praetorians to send at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And that means we lost 1 slave, which I'm okay with. And We have an impending attack. So if our legion is caught at the lumber mill or something like that, instead of here where you see the swords, we're going to be in trouble. I'm not too concerned because the swords will show up here when they're actually going to arrive to attack us. And then, whoops. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright, we're good to go there. And one more goodie out here. And you can see our legion finished its mission, and now we have our first lumber. So the attack isn't happening anytime soon, so I'm going to tell our legion to go get this quarry. So some more goodies. And we can go into enemy territory with our small Praetorian group. The recruiting finishes in 34 hours. I wish I could see that. Maybe I can see it here. Yeah, 7 hours left. So I think once he finishes, I would like to recruit some more people. And we're at level 3, so hopefully we'll get some nice level 3 hires. As far as our party itself goes, we do have some level 1s. Interesting. And of course we got more inventory. These are schematics, so if I right click on them, I learn how to craft these items. And some of these are really nice items. Then I like to put it on quality. So here's our weapons going down. And I see a bunch of greens. I gave this guy that sword. That's a good dagger. I don't want to give him a dagger. What's this one? Overpower and slash. Oh, I like that. It looks like it does more damage too. Yeah, we'll go ahead and give him that one. And then we go to the armor. Same deal. Yay, team. Alright. Now, one of the things we need to do is we need to visit this temple. This temple has a whole bunch of stuff going on. And then, of course, we can try to pacify more regions. Now, one thing I will tell you is I don't have this region, Fog of War, removed enough. But there's a city right about here. It has, I think, 300,000 troops. Our legion has 3,000 troops. So we're nowhere close to being able to take that city. But what we're supposed to do is pacify these other regions. So there's one more region here. And then there's one here. And then there's another one that's even further up this way. We can pacify all 7 regions. And then there's some missions that we're going to end up unlocking. Because basically we got to convince people to abandon this army. And when they do, that 300,000 will drop to some number that's more reasonable. And between ourselves and him, we'll be able to take this particular sector. Until then, yeah, we're going to constantly be attacked. Like so, and we have to keep bringing our legion back to defend this instead of, moving it to attack other stuff. So we're going to go ahead and just go to the temple Actually, if 7 hours goes by, I would like to recruit. Let's see if we can make that happen. Alright, so our Legion finished. Remember our upgrades. We need a tannery and an iron mine. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't know why it paused, but... Oh, because I stopped moving. Perfect timing. Our recruitment completed. Alright. Check prices.
Oh, hey, Legate.
Wow, I've never seen it stay like this for so long. Maybe there's a certain date or time that it switches. So our Bessia came back, so we can send somebody else, like, well, we can send him, but we wanted him to be in our party. When the Speculator tent is built, that's where he's going. And then, I believe this guy is going to be for the workshop or the armory. He can do both. Like, there's the workshop. Actually, just the workshop. Yeah, so, which is fine. That's what we need him for, is the workshop. And then everybody else, I think this guy, yeah, he's the archer. We want him with us. And, yeah, so these two are going to go. These two we hired. And that's everybody. Because we only brought in 4. Alright, so then we go here. And so now you can see we got some new guys. Like, here's a loyal one. Level 3. These are all awesome, actually. This one would be good for running the Legion. That's an architect, but doesn't have the other thing. I don't need more princeps necessarily. Wouldn't hurt, but we need another Triarius. So like this one is a flag bearer. Has the medic skills, but has the wrong path. And then here's another one. Oh yeah, I got another destroyer. And split. Although this is a good one to be split with. So I will go ahead and hire this one. And we need another one of these. So between these two, he's disgruntled. We don't want disgruntled people. We want volunteers, not... disgruntled. I still have room for 2 more. And you can always fire somebody. So like, if I can always dismiss them. So, I think, he's loyal. We should bring him on board. And then the rest, we'll just leave the final spot open, I guess. I mean, we could bring this one on board. See, he can assign him to the bath. Yeah, we'll hire him. And he'll be assigned to the bath. Alright, we got our 8. So here you can see we're up to 4. Whack-a-mole, like I said, we can't do for a bit. This one is to go into the temple.
Please, excuse me.
Good night.
And we also need the legions to finish what they're doing. So they're currently at the tannery for 3 more hours. So I'm actually going to just wait until they finish. And see, now we can upgrade our camp. I still don't see the attack coming. So I think we're going to go get this farm too while we're at it. And they're telling us to talk to the guy, but I don't think we really need to talk to this guy. We could just go to the menu option, but we'll talk to the guy to at least get the quest.
Good morning. Legate, we have the Our way, Legate. Very good. I have drawn up a report about the various things I believe the Legion needs. There is a certain order in which these upgrades must be made. Logistical concerns and all that. Let me show you my plan.
Alright, so this is the part I gotta be careful. So a tannery and lumber mill will get me the speculator tent. Iron mine and tannery gets me this. I guess I don't have the iron mine? How do I not have the iron mine? That's a quarry. Oh, that's not an iron mine. That gave me paved roads. Very interesting. I didn't even pick up on that. The iron mine is like back here somewhere. Then. Oh, you jerky jerk. So. Yeah, so I either. So that's the thing. I'm gonna burn my my tannery. So now so this is why this takes so long. I need a tannery and an iron mine. This will burn my tannery. Then I need to find another tannery on top of it. I'll go ahead and build the dang thing. So then when you go to the assignments, see, this is now something we can unlock. And this dude here, so he'll increase the number of free tactical replenishments by 1 and decrease the time it takes to replenish tactical items. So you put him on there, and every 41 hours he'll make it so you can replenish tactical items. And if I so if I go into the town, the thing that he's assigned to
Away.
is here. See, there's a little table that's highlighted in there. So here we can replenish items for free. So we both used a bandage, if you remember. And so I can replenish one of these for free. So like, let's say I replenish his and his. That used materials to do. But if I wait long enough, the dude will give me free replenishments, because that time I had to use linen, right? I used 2 linen to replenish them.
Need something?
And it was probably a waste, because I only burned one of the bandages, but right now I don't have the ability to make new bandages. So I want to, I guess I can replenish them now that I yeah, I think if they're completely spent, they still stay in your inventory. They're 0 charges. Yeah, I really had a brain dead moment there. My apologies. You can make new ones. There's these caltrops, which are pretty cool. You throw them on the ground and they cripple and bleed anybody who steps on them, but that includes your own people. So you have to be careful. And then there's, of course, the pilum, for shredding armor. Always important to have somebody with those. Excuse me. And yeah, the mission's underway. So what we can do is just start grabbing some more goodies. So now we got 2 people with leg injuries because we tried to hold on to our resources. So you got to go to triage, and they're basically trying to explain you could die. So this guy is injured. We put Cineros on to start treatment. It'll start using 2 per treatment. And then this guy is going to be healed by Renius Rebelis. So they're both... So we got 2 doctors. Remember, we wanted 2. And we're able to treat 2 at a time. If we go back to camp, we can put them in the camp and they'll heal for free. But as long as they're walking with us, they'll heal on their own. And it's moderate damage. And the risk of them dying is very low because they have a healer assigned to them. But they get penalties if they were to join battle. So now I got to decide, am I going to go all the way there, or I'm just right near the camp, so let's just turn around and you can see right here, there's a treatment, so we'll lose medicine every time.
I can't believe that idiot led us into an ambush like that.
So if I move these guys over, they take quite a few hours, but they'll get the job done. And yeah, I either have to put Bestia here to recruit more. I mean, I'm at my 8 right now, so I don't necessarily need to recruit more. So I'll just leave it be.
We won't have to deal with this crap anymore, at least. I think the thing about them being in the tent, they heal for free, but I don't know if they get as much experience points as they would if they were traveling with us, if we actually got experience somewhere. I have to be mindful of the attack. Right here, look, markets refresh right there. All you have to do is be patient and all questions get answered. Alright, so we got the farm completed. There's the attack right there. So we'll leave them in the place, but I'm going to stop for a second. So now that the farm's completed, we can do the bath. Oh, we have to go back to the outpost. Okay. Cutting cross country. There's a road here we probably should have taken instead. Get some of our goodies. So there's one of the places to pacify. I'm really just getting the map revealed so we can see what's in front of us. So here you can see some hunting grounds, a lumber mill. So we'll get another lumber. Why would foxes be intimidating? We got another leg injury? Holy crap. So there's some more stuff.
You can see there's another sector. There's the tannery that we burned, and I think there's a mine back here too, right there. So this is the one we need to take to unlock our armory. We gotta come back and take that guy. There's a nice lumber mill, tannery, and iron mine. That's a beautiful one. So that's our next target. Alright, let's go back to base. The attack's coming. I don't know why it... Or maybe he left wherever he's at and he's coming. There they are. So they're coming for us right here. It's a full-blown battle. So we get to decide who we're going to assign again. I've been liking this one. So
we are ready to
boy,
deploy
it
the
gave
Legion.
us a lot of negatives. That cancels it. That does all kinds of stuff. I'll go ahead and do this one.
Alicite hostes in infamata mamitiam aki.
I'm gonna just speed through it a little bit, if you don't mind.
We are ready to engage the enemy.
This is -4. Holy buckets.
Kingetem frontem. The enemy line is breaking.
Well, that'll restore it.
Hostia magna discordia!
Another one.
Battle is
Oh, okay, we
won!
finished. Still -8. I still think the morale is the best thing to improve, so we'll go ahead and do that.
Silite milites exultare.
There you go. They're getting the experience. It's just slow. Get our battle, because we always make sure we have 3 wheels. When this guy has 3 wheels unlocked, we're basically going to unlock that loot from the start of the battle. Almost. I mean, it's possible they can make this go negative. Alright, then we got our nice some nice stuff. Our Legion is available to do stuff, so we have them go to this hunting ground. And all they do is they went hunting and they gathered 59 rations, which is good, because you need rations. Every one of these food things consumes rations. It's going to be a lot of mix and repeat with this one. The fact that Cineros is injured is interesting. So, roughly the same amount of time for everybody. This already happened, so you just keep assigning the guy to that, right? And then more and more free unlocks happens. Then this. So this one takes a farm. Now I know this one down here also takes a farm, but this is the bath, and we definitely want to unlock the bath. What does the bath do? It improves the morale of your people. Like, boost their approval up to disgruntled if it's dropped below that level. Upgrade to raise the threshold to hesitant. Nobody's below disgruntled, so we're okay there. I thought for sure there was somebody, though, that benefited from being in the bath. Increase the Legion's morale by 4 points every 35 hours while assigned to the bath. So this will, he'll help the Legion get better morale. Because remember, I keep spending points on morale. So hopefully that plan works. Alright, we got 2 guys assigned and 3
I
guys...
just visited the new baths last night.
Oh, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw what they built.
The new Legatus really is looking out for us, huh?
Looks like the market refreshed.
the bathhouses back home to tell.
Alright, so it's changed. So now the price is super high, right? I know we bought 15. Whoops. It's this. So if I wanted to sell them 15, we would get 1,200 bucks. And I can't remember how much we spent, folks. I would swear we spent more than 1,200 to buy them. When they were scarce, or I'm sorry, plentiful, we were supposed to buy them at a low price. I think we spent that much or more. I don't remember. So definitely not an opportunity to make money. You know, this is not an economy thing that you can take advantage of. It's not Sid Meier's Pirates. It's okay. We'll keep our slaves because we use them to build stuff. And having 55 is a nice healthy number. We got a good number of everything. Technically speaking, I could like, okay, we just got 50 rations. You know, I can try to sell those. You know, get some money, whatever. Because right now our lowest resource is actually money.
Tell you the truth.
All right. Okay. So we do need to deal with this temple. One of our missions. But we can send the Legion to go after this. It does pay to make them rest because they do get some of their people back. This will take 8 hours to do. I think the quicker we do this, the better. So they only have 1692. Yeah, we're gonna send them. And while they're doing that, we will go to the temple. So I gotta pick my followers. And this time I can bring all my big guns. I wanted to bring him, of course, but I can't. He's assigned. He's assigned. So we got our other guys, right? We got a second heavy. We only bring one more. And since we don't have the medic with us, we could bring this one. Or another archer. Or another... Man, I'm actually a little torn. I think we should bring him. This is a, there's a lot going on in this particular one. A lot of walking around too, which is a little annoying.
Good day to you, my friend. May I interest you in some finely crafted metalwork by local artisans? I am called Voithos. Your name marks you as a person of great distinction. It is my honor to meet you. Correct. I am both. A priest of Hephaestus, the god of carpenters, craftsmen, artisans, and indeed smiths. It is my view that in order to pay full and proper tribute to Hephaestus Clitotechnes, one must practice at least one of his crafts. I endeavor to practice them all.
What are you doing?
Though I have dedicated myself to the lame one, I both love and admire Apollon. Both are gods of creation, of art and beauty. There is no temple here to Hephaestus, but his works are carried out every day to the benefit of everyone. Finely wrought jewelry, sturdy tools, sharp weapons, items of pride and importance. Would you like to take a look? I would be thrilled to part with some of my materials. It is my duty and my pleasure to promote the... I can certainly provide that. You will not be disappointed in the quality of my items.
So we can get weighted blades, which would let us build, I don't know, swords, whatever. And it's $200 each. We're only at 1973, and you would think, hey, that's plenty, but there's stuff in this game that costs 400, 600, and it goes fast. I don't have any ability to make an item yet, but the thing to remember is that you can come here and buy some from this guy. And then of course this is tools for making a pila, of course, javelin tools, so we could make more of those. We need our workshop, which of course our Legion is going to do. But this guy is your guy to get you some of those crafting materials.
Good day to you, honored Romans. Have you need of food or medicine?
This is interesting. I never had the guts to try it. Make him surrender all the goods in his possession.
I have no wine, I'm afraid. But if you ever find yourself in our neighboring region of Troas, there is a very good vintner in a village on the coast.
Now you might be wondering,
her name is Callis.
Why is that
I've
question there?
purchased from her in the past.
It's a little out of order. There's somebody else that wants you to get wine, and this person, of course, gives you the clue on how to get wine. But it would make more sense if that question wasn't there until you talk to the other person first, but it is what it is. So this guy is just like the other one. See, he has disagreeable prices. So this guy basically is a jerk. So if I tried to sell 15, first of all, he's only interested in buying 9. Oh, because he doesn't have enough money. Yeah. His prices stink. So we won't worry about him. This temple, of course, is hostile to Rome. It's a Greek temple. Oh, yeah, we can go this way. Actually, Cineros is injured. This is interesting.
Roman, you run with the Man Crusher, do you not? I hear he was seen in your company. The man must be a greybeard, old enough to be a grandfather. His name was Cineros. We have unfinished business. Bring him to me. I shall wait here.
That was strange.
So this is like a grudge. When you have Cineros in your party, things happen. He wants to wrestle Cineros, and of course he's a young, strapping, healthy young man, and Cineros is old as you get out. And then Cineros will break his arm. I don't know. There's possible other outcomes. But then his grandfather shows up and is upset that his grandson did what he did. And anyway, Cineros he cheated at some point and did something he shouldn't have done. And I guess there's like this grudge that they have as a result.
He won't. How long will you
And
let
yeah,
him
these
string you along like this?
wind
You only
around
see it from the
quite a
outside.
bit.
You don't see.
Turns out there was a snake in the basket. I only realized after it bit me.
How did you survive?
I don't know. Maybe the snake wasn't venomous.
And then there's a path down here that we didn't even take, right? Because we went this way. We could have gone this way. And I think, yeah, anyways, there's stuff all along. We gotta make sure we don't miss. But right here, see this little axe that's highlighted? Always make sure the highlight's on. Right, the yellow. If that's ever off, you're in trouble. So it's just the left alt button. Always make sure it's on, because there's a guy up here we need to talk to. Look, we can go ahead and do this now.
Help! Anyone! The temple is burning down! Thank the gods you are here. You must help us. The temple is burning.
So this is me using my reasoning to tell him to pay us. But he gets angry, and I don't know if that's the right choice. But also I don't like the temple because these guys are jerks. Sure, let's do it.
Typical greedy Romans. Fine.
This is a fine mess.
Alright, so this is a mission where there's no actual enemies.
Come, let's stop the fire before it spreads.
Let's go. Alright, so what you don't see, because the statue's in a way, is there's a water jug here. Pick up the water jug, run up, throw it, put out the fire. Rinse and repeat. Obviously having a lot of movement points helps. A 100 hexes need to be on fire to lose. Every little piece has to be put out. So, and the fire does spread just like it did on the ship. So every piece of fire that's not addressed, like these two in a corner, they'll spread. She's got a whole bunch of movement points. So here we can get these corner put out, so now we just have that side of the temple to worry about. It's usually best to have the fire in a corner. Put baby in a corner. That's what you need to do. So like these two will spread, and so will those as soon as I hit end turn. I don't know if he can throw that far. We're gonna find out. See, like I can get that one, but not that one, and I don't think that's worth it. So I'm just gonna hit end turn. See, fire spread. There and there. So this guy, I'm going to move down. It just takes one jug. And out it goes. She, of course, has to run all the way back. I'm gonna need one more round because it's gonna take all my movement to just get another water. he doesn't even have his water. Alright, it spread some more. But now everybody has water, so even this guy who hardly has movement points can get down here and make short work. Easy peasy. And just like that, we saved the temple.
Oh, thank you. If it weren't for you, our temple would be ashes now.
They believe the temple is built on an old pathway to Hades. According to some, the temple is blocking the way to Hades and keeping the dead from reaching their intended destination.
Somebody set the temple on fire. Not all of the locals are fond of Apollon.
I will not go back on my word. Here, your payment.
We got $1,000 for that. And hoplite equipment. That's really good. That's very good. So we got a water jug schematic. Makes sense. Add bludgeoning damage 2. Hoplite equipment. And there it is. And we got unspent skill points. I think everybody gains experience, even those that are not on the mission, but just they get it at a lower rate. And I think it was one of those, you know, when you get to a loading screen it says it. So I don't have like formulas or anything. So like this guy just leveled up. He was just a level 1, and he's the one we've been assigning to the replenish. So we got another, like, he hasn't participated in a battle at all, and he just leveled up. Alright, so I don't mind keeping him as a brawler. I don't have a clue if unarmed damage is really worth pursuing versus a weapon. But I do like the idea of this one, so we'll do that. And actually that's the only one, because he leveled up. Is he really with us? Don't talk to this guy yet. He's very angry.
Sacrificed anything today?
Or actually, I think I talked to him before I saved the temple, which was a bad idea.
It is unusual to see a Roman soldier here in these times. Are we not at war with Rome? I am honored to meet you. My name is Rhianus. I am a disciple of Theophilus.
Why do you ask? Perhaps you've passed through my home region, but I should be very surprised if so.
I hail from a small village in the mountains, a day's travel east of Adramyttion. I have a great deal of family there. It is fortunate that Apollon gifted me a keen mind, or I would be there still, herding sheep for my uncle.
Yeah, let's just talk to the guy.
A Roman officer at my temple. I am Theophilus, High Priest of Apollon and ruler of Musia. It is foolish of you to come here, considering that we are at war. But I will not spill your blood in front of Apollon Alexikakos. Your legion has unlawfully occupied Lesbos. You must leave at once, or be destroyed by King Mithridates. My predecessor, Praegonius Mauro was an arrogant Optimus who cared not one iota for the wishes of his people. You dog-fucking Romans think you can just sit in your fancy villas and decree how people should live their lives hundreds of leagues away. Well, I say enough. With the support of Pontus, I have cast off the tyranny of Rome, unseated that sniveling sycophant Mauro, and the people love me for it. They love Mithridates Megas.
Like, I don't know which one's better. Like, do I really not care about Mysia? This seems like a threat. This seems like indifference.
Never. Musia owes everything to Pontus. Our oaths of fealty to the Alliance will never be broken. So it seems.
And so we got a couple more level ups that happened. So see this little thing right here? That little pickaxe that we picked up allowed us to do that. And then there's a ladder right here along the side. And we go down in the hole.
A hidden chamber. Look, there, at the statue's feet. What a fine bow.
And we got ourselves a unique bow. Which is awesome. Because we happen to have a bow person here. So that bow, just to compare, really just does one more maximum damage. It no longer has fire arrows. It actually has less skills. But it does have like the extra piercing damage and 2 base damage. I don't know. I mean, it's not like insanely good, but it's still better than what she started with. And we have our skills, so now she can add something else. These unlock, by the way. You can see I have to spend 1 more skill point in this branch. So either this one, or this one, and then these will unlock down here. Well, these ones I need 4 skill points for the bottom row. 1 more for these 2. So this one doubles the damage dealt if we push them away. Critical chance, yeah, I'm not interested in that. I'm going to take that one. And Bestia, I like extra focus. Critical chance or armor shred, they're all good. Let's get extra critical chance. And as far as my knowledge, I don't think there's anything else down here. It was just you unlock the bow. This is a dead end, and I always wonder if there's something here too, but I never figured out what's there. With that statue. So now we go on our way back down, and you can see there's this lady here who wants to speak with us.
You know he won't. How long will you let him string you along like this? Strategos! Over here, please. Thank you for stopping. You are the strategos of a Roman legion, are you not? I saw you talking with Theophilus. So it went as poorly as I expected. I hope you'll forgive me for saying I'm glad. My name is Zenobia. I am the widow of Preconius Maro, the rightful governor of Musia, whom Theophilus murdered. I beseech you to help me exact my revenge upon Theophilus. I have many allies still among the powerful people of Musia. If you will help me kill Theophilus, in return, I promise to break the alliance with Pontus. I do not. Violence is not my strength. I have no talent for it. That is why I need your help. He has such meetings occasionally, as any politician does. It might be possible to trick him somehow into thinking King Mithridates wants a meeting in secret.
If he has a way to communicate with the forces of Pontus, we could always try our hand at a little forgery.
Okay, so the access to food is where you need the wine. You can poison wine and poison him. The thing is the wine's like really expensive. It's like 400 or more bucks to get. This forgery thing to me is the way to go. And
My
you can also
husband was a loyal
do
servant
the
of
forgery
Rome.
thing without even killing the guy.
He wasn't
You can just
perfect,
arrest him.
But he cared deeply for his people. He
So if
did
you want to be a
not
little bit more
deserve to be
moral
cut
and not
open in
be
the night
assassinating
like
people.
cattle.
So after you have the conversation with her, you got to go back up to the temple. Where's the temple? Here. So I'll let them
How
decide
long will
which
you
is
let
the
him
quickest way
string
to
you
get
along
there.
like this? You only...
And just to the back of the temple, there's a little chest. And that might have been there before and I just missed it, but I don't remember it until I speak with her. So, we got the,
This is Mithridates' signature. Theophilus is secretly corresponding with the king. Maybe the old man has some idea about how to use this.
So we got to go back to camp now, talk to Cineros, which will then allow us to forge the documents, which will then... Oh, I don't need to go all the way down. I don't need to go all the way down. Here. Nope. Those horses won't work. Never mind, I'm going the wrong way. So Cineros will forge the documents for us. We somehow get it to the priest. I don't remember how. And then we go to like a location for a secret meeting, and then you know, he's trapped, and then we can either assassinate him or take him prisoner, I believe. And I don't think she really helps us that much. But let's see. So this is actually where the secret meeting will occur. But the biggest challenge we have is our legion is all the way down here. So we actually have to walk down here to... go ourselves? Sure. Yep, so I took a injury. Oh, I guess I should be doing triage.
The men are awaiting your orders. Consistite lacos in ripa forminus! Battle is joined. How shall we proceed? Frontum extendite!
Oh yeah, I don't have to click on this, I can just click that. There we go.
The enemy is deploying their tactical reserves!
Alright, so we're low on catapults, so we would definitely like to get the catapults back. That'll get one of them back. Let's go for it.
Starte! Starte! This is it! Their will to fight is broken!
Alright, so we're at -7. That'll make them lose a lot of troops. That'll give us troops. Or do we take the 6 morale? We'll go ahead and do that one.
Instate hostibus! Eos persequimini!
Almost. That trick with the loot cache, I didn't figure that out until this playthrough, what I'm doing with you, that was even a thing. So, and then yeah, we gotta talk to our Primus because we have to pacify the region. But I'm injured, so it's gonna be extra bad. There's the morale increase because the guy's in the bath.
Good night.
Our speculatories intercepted a curious message. It contains what we believe is a timetable of weapon shipments. The message is short and encrypted. It talks of a certain great king snake. Sounds to me like Mithridates. Quite so. A territory under occupation is the last place we would look for this kind of thing. So, though it is as you say, Legate. Our way, Legate.
So, every mission, it's the same deal. It's all about pacifying the region. The missions are always different. There's always a different flavor. But you could sort of, I don't know, you could even like blast through it and not even pay attention to it. We got 3 guys that are injured, and I'm also injured. There's not even a spot for me. So, we might as well recruit while we're doing all this waiting. And I don't have a way to
I miss my dog most of all. I hope the wife is taken.
So I have to spend the 12 hours, you know, trying not to get in too much trouble. There's our mission. This here will get us experience points, so let's go do that. Get some goodies. This particular region doesn't have a lot of goodies, as you can see. Here's one of the things that demands a lot of money. So these women want to fight Mithridates. So here we can mansplain. This one, we can ask them to help us in camp. Or we can equip them with Roman weapons and send a few legionaries to train them. Those are our options. I don't know what happens if I make them help in camp. Like, what is that? Does that give us any actual tangible benefit? This one, I know gives us a benefit because basically it causes their numbers to be lower. So I'll go ahead and do this. So they do agree, and our legionary count does drop because of it. Yeah, we lost 20. And then I think I am at the edge of the map here. Sometimes there's little things that are hidden right in the corners. But I don't think that's the case here. Oh, there's one right there. Cineros has been healed, so we've been marching for a very long time then. I think he was the one that took the longest to get healed. Tullus has been healed. It never hurts to delay a little bit because we've been pushing the Legion. They need to recover some of their numbers. So now, let's see. We do have a level up with him. This is a good skill to have. We got a lot of guys with the marksmen. Yeah, everybody's healed except for me. Now, when you put yourself in there, the game won't let you play. So, do I want to skip time? So I'm going to say yes. It's up to 5x. And now I'm being healed. So the other thing that should change is we should have some new recruits here too. Whether or not they're any better, So we got like a level 4 Princeps. This is a great architect one. We got Marcus Aurelius. And that's a nice level 4 Triarius. What's interesting about this one, look, he's got a little bit of experience points towards the next one. We are full. I would have to fire somebody, which I can do. Like we got this level 2 guy, right? I can replace him with a level 4 Marcus Aurelius, but this guy is going to be our architect. Workshop guy. I wish I could rename them, because remembering Bumbius or whatever is really hard. At least for me it is. And
Please, excuse me.
So yes, we got our pacification. We're more or less ready to go. And I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome.